Good morning. Today we are taking a look at pages 43 and 44 in your workbook, and they continue with dividing fractions from yesterday. So let's look at question number 1. Maureen has 1/4 pound of raisins. She divides the raisins into 4 servings. So remember, what you're dividing goes first. So you're going to take 1/4 divided by 4 in your spiral notebook to get your answer. Don't forget to circle the second fraction, flip the second fraction, and change it to multiplying. Remember to pause this video after each question to do your work in your spiral notebook. Question number 2. A giant tortoise can walk about 1/10 meter per second on land. A cooter turtle can walk about 1/2 meter per second on land. How long will it take the giant tortoise to travel 5 meters? So you're dividing up the 5 meters, so you're going to be taking 5 divided by 1/10. Don't forget to circle the second fraction, flip the second fraction, and change it to multiplying. Your answer will be, the label on your answer will be seconds. For part B, you have to do 3 parts. It says, how much longer would it take the giant tortoise than a cooter turtle to travel 10 meters? So the first thing you have to do is figure out how much it takes each of those turtles to go 10 meters. So for the giant turtle, you're going to take 10 over 1 divided by 1/10. Don't forget to circle the second fraction, flip it, and multiply. Then you're going to take 10 divided by 1/2 to get the answer for the cooter turtle. And then the final step, after you get your 2 times, is to subtract to find out how much longer it will take the giant tortoise than the cooter turtle. So in your spiral notebook, you should be doing 3 parts for part B. First part, you're going to take 10 divided by 1/10. Second part, you're going to take 10 divided by 1/2. And then the third part, you're going to subtract your 2 answers. Pause until you're ready to go to number 3. Question number 3. Dora buys 1 package each of 1 pound, 2 pound, and 4 pound packages of ground beef to make hamburgers. How many 1/4 pound hamburgers can she make? Now, you could do this one of 2 ways. You can take 1 divided by 1/4, 2 divided by 1/4, and 4 divided by 1/4 to get each one individually. Or you could add up the pounds and figure out how many pounds of meat total she has, add that up first, and then take that answer and divide by 1/4. Either one, you should get the same answer. Pause before you go on to question number 4 and do your work. Okay, question number 4. Mrs. Green wrote the following problem on the whiteboard. Lisa and Frank shared 1/3 pound cherries equally. What fractional part of a pound did each person receive? Now remember, when you're dividing, that what you're sharing goes first. So they're sharing the cherries, so 1/3 needs to go first in the equation. So explain that for part A. For part B, I want you to take 1/3 divided by 2 to get your answer. Once you get your answer, see if it matches the picture. So 1/3 divided by 2. Pause until you're ready to go to number 5. Number 5. Kaylee has 1/4 cup of oil. She pours the same amount into each of 2 oil lamps. So again, she's sharing the oil, so that goes first. 1/4 divided by 2. Then remember to circle the second fraction and flip it and change it to multiplying. Once you have both of those written down, you should be able to find the 2 answers that match out of A through F. Pause the video and do all of your work before you continue. Okay, so on question number 1, you are doing 1/4 divided by 4. Remember, you got to circle the second fraction, which is 4 over 1, and flip it so it becomes 1 over 4. So then 1/4 times 1/4 is 1/16. For question number 2, for part A, you're taking the 5 meters, dividing it by 1/10. So you're going to circle the 1/10 and flip it, and you get 50 seconds. For part B, you need to take 10 divided by 1/10, circle and flip. It's going to take the giant tortoise 100 seconds. For the cooter turtle, you're going to take 1/2 and flip it, and it's going to take him 20 seconds. To find how much longer it would take the giant tortoise, you're going to subtract the giant tortoise 100 seconds minus 20 seconds equals 80 seconds longer that it will take the giant turtle. Question number 3. I did it individually. I took 1 divided by 1/4, flipped it and multiplied. You could make 4 burgers. 2 divided by 1/4, flip it, multiply, you can make 8 burgers. And then 4 divided by 1/4, flip it, and you can make 16 burgers. When you add these up, 8 plus 16 plus 4, you can make 28 burgers total. The other way you could have done it was to add the meat first, and you would have had a total of 7 pounds of meat. 7 divided by 1/4, you still would have gotten 28 burgers total. If you have any questions, email me or send me a message on Class Dojo. Let's go to question number 4. Okay, question number 4. On question number 4, you have 1/3. That's what you're sharing. Because remember, what you're sharing goes first in the dividing problem. So you're sharing the cherries, not the people. So it's 1/3 divided by 2, not 2 divided by 1/3. Because you're not sharing the people. Okay, on part B, it is 1/3 divided by 2. You circle the 2 over 1 and flip it, and you get 1 over 2. So 1 over 3 times 1 over 2 is 1 over 6. For number 4, you have 1/4 divided by 2, which is the same thing as 1/4 divided by 2 over 1. Circle and flip the 2, and it becomes 1/4 times 1/2. So B and E are correct answers. Have a great day.